Anyone that has watched Death Note has had to ask themselves the question of who is smarter between Light and L. Recently, I asked myself this question, and I've come to the conclusion that it's not even close. I strongly believe that L is ahead of Light in terms of intelligence. But let me explain why. I feel like in their back and forth, Light was given the upper hand pretty much every time. He was in control. Like, imagine it's a chess game. Light had the first move advantage. L had to respond to him, but Light was in attack the entire time. For example, L didn't even know about the existence of the Shinigami. This dude, L, had to literally prove that Shinigamis existed. That is ridiculous. How do you even do that in a world where nobody believes in this stuff? It's really an impossible task. But L still found it out. Light had all the knowledge of the Death Note and how it worked. That is the biggest advantage you could ask for in this back and forth. L literally had to figure out the rules of how the Death Note worked. Light didn't have to do anything near that impossible. Light was basically handed the guidebook on how to do this. L had to discover the rules for himself. This leads to this. Now, Light had all this knowledge, and that's clearly unfair. But as a counterpoint, I can say that L did have a lot of money and he had the government behind him. But compared to supernatural abilities, how much is that really worth? It's worth a lot. But still, and Light literally had Ryuk to help him, a literal Shinigami. L didn't have anything of the sort. And Light cheated. This dude literally erased his memory. That's cheating. So this is what I mean. Light had all types of hacks. L was just working with pure intelligence and strategy. He didn't have any of the hacks that Light had. Literally from the jump, L was 2 steps ahead of Light. From the first instance, from the first move, when L did the broadcast to the region that Light was in, and Light fell for it and killed Lind L. Taylor, literally from the beginning, L was on to Light. He stayed 2 steps ahead. He would have won if Light didn't have literal hacks and powers. It's like L had all the odds stacked against him, and that's why he's my GOAT. He had Light stressing, falling for everything. Like this whole thing really wasn't even fair. If they're on an even playing field, L wins 10 times out of 10. Not even close. I don't think there's a single character out there that can beat L when it comes to strategy and intelligence. He's on top. I mean, Light is a fraud is all I'm gonna say. If he didn't have a literal Shinigami, if he didn't have literal powers, if he didn't have the Death Note, he would have got whooped. He did get whooped because that boy got hacks. He was able to get my GOAT L out of there. But if they're on an even playing field, L wins 10 times out of 10.